It's so great to see you coming back again. You know, everything is energy. And if you're curious about finding about ways to take care of yourself and being your best you've come to the right place. We've got your ABCs here with Dr. Kat. You know me from Under Thunder Mountain, and I'm here today with Joan Kazmarzik from Moondance Huskies and Bree Zuck from Yoga with Bree. So we're here today to talk again. Now, you know I spoke with you last time about the energy system. In the human body frame, we have these vortexes. I know that sounds a little woo out there, but I'm keeping it down to earth in this show for everyone. So we understand once we get the sense about energy and that everything is energy, that's not limiting what something is. It's infinite potentials of how we can be human beings on this planet. And if we understand all the new information we've gained about the cosmos and the universe beyond the universes that we're learning about, we're learning too that within our own body we have a universe, 27 feet of intestine, living life forms, and spiral vortexes. Did you know? That's pretty wild. Okay? So when all that's happening within inside of us, and there's stuff happening outside of us as well on the planet, like we just had that Sagittarian full moon, how'd you ride it?
Intense, very intense, fiery.
But we had the show about grounding. Mm-hmm. We knew about using salt foot baths that would ground that fiery, intensive energy. We did the tapping. We did a couple of postures. We'll do again some more with Bree today, some of the postures. And I mean, basically it's about breathing your way through everything. And once you're able to ground and breathe our way through it, it's amazing what we can do. Because every atom has a vortex inside of it. And within our spine, we have this vortexual energy, and we'll bring a graph next time, okay? It runs from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top, and it spins and spins and spins. So we worked with chakra 1. Red last time. Now, orange today, chakra 2. Bringing it down to earth, I'm saying here, you know, chakra 2. We think of it. What do you think of immediately when you think of chakra 2? Go ahead.
I think of balancing emotions, having balanced sensuality, and also acceptance of yourself, creativity. When your second chakra is balanced, you're the most likely to be your best self creatively.
Well, that's well said, because generally when people think about the second chakra, they immediately go to the sex.
Right.
And we think, oh, it's all about sexuality and procreation. But think about procreation. Is procreation limited to just that form? We think how we create and procreate and recreate things. We create books, we create movies, we create artwork, we create photographs, we create life. We're co-creators
birthing in every moment
of the universe, constantly in a birthing process.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. A healthy second chakra allows you to be a fully creative being. And keeping it balanced is a key, because that chakra is a gnarly one. It's easy to get that chakra out of balance.
Yeah, and to get it blocked for sure. And that's like when you feel low back pain. A lot of times that could be because that chakra is blocked.
Exactly. So today, now I'm going to get up, and I'm right in front of the camera here. So today, I brought this fun little, it's got little nubbies in it. I don't know if my cameraman has got it in.
Yep, I got it.
Perfect. Joe's my cameraman. Thanks, Joe, for being here. Yep. Joe helps over with the crack of dawn, and Don's here in the control room doing the directing today. Don Lombardi and Joseph Musil, we're all together with the Crack of Dawn, so come visit that show too. It's lots of fun. But these are fun little nubby things, and I'll tell you honestly, if you can't find these, the old kitchen
Rolling
pin works wonders. And you think, oh, that's too much. Again, anytime you can help to open up that second chakra and let it release, you know, when you're sitting all day, and you know, the younger girls and everything, you have to go through the cycles. Okay, now remember, I'm an older woman, so I've been there, done that.
We've been released from that.
Been there, done that, spent a long time with that, you know. Beautiful thing, wonderful thing, glad it's not here anymore. No, I tease, but I don't, seriously. So here is where we can get this rolling pin right underneath. And if you can just anytime get your body into a position where this part, these bones, this is the sacrum. I always love to call this, your body is your temple. This is your sacred chalice, baby, okay? Think of it as a bowl. You know, we wonder what the sacred chalice is. We have it, every one of us, whether you're male or female. It's within us. And Bree was saying, when she thinks about the second chakra, she was saying, oh yeah, I think about, you know, the watery element and emotions, because the second chakra is ruled with water.
Yes, that's so true. Yeah, and that's why when you're dancing also, like moving your hips and undulating your hips, dance is great for like balancing your second chakra.
Exactly, and I thought that we could do that all together and do a little hip swirl, circle hip swirl with the women. Now you know I'm inviting you in. This is a set I set up so that you could have basically a sense that anywhere you are, whether it's in your living room, we have the kitchen set. I'll show you some tips and tricks in the kitchen. But there's no reason why body movement and self-love, of understanding the systems that we live in and making them the best that they can be, you're going to appreciate it. It's going to make a difference in your health. And your health is composed of the mind, the body, the spirit, and the soul. So when we compartmentalize and we say, oh, my stomach is telling me I don't feel good, but my head isn't allowing me the time to take care of my stomach, your source, your beinghood is in conflict. So you don't want to be in conflict with yourself. You don't want to be your own worst enemy. You want to love yourself. And since everything is energy, when you emit the self-vibration of love, what do you think is going to happen?
You receive it back.
What do you think is going to happen?
Get it back.
Exactly. And then
What you put out, you get
slowly
back.
become more and more of love. So whatever we have, we give, right? If you don't have it,
You can't give it.
you can't give it. So I oftentimes hear people say, oh, no, I'm spreading my love everywhere. I'm not sure that you're taking care of yourself when you're doing that.
Right, and that's why self-care is so important. When you start to check in and be like aware and say, hey, I'm just noticing what part of your body is hurting or feeling out of balance. A lot of times it's deeper than that. It's your soul, it's your mind that's affecting your body, and then it all is connecting. So if we can start from the root, like last week, the root chakra, and work up through there, then yeah, we can bring everything into healthy balance.
And I think one of the things that I want to reemphasize before we go into the posturing with Bree is that, I know I'll say it every show, your best is relative. To come into a situation and consider that you're going to be able to operate at the same frequency, first of all, the same way throughout the same day, throughout the same week, throughout the same month, throughout the same year, you're asking a lot of your system. So giving yourself the grace and forgiveness to accept where you are, have you given your best? And that's relative. Give yourself a break and lighten up a little bit, okay? So that way you're not creating something because suddenly you're like, oh, no, I can't do this because I'm not going to get this perfect. I can't do this because it's your self-saboteur, that's your ego, that's your mind. I'm not going to be able to do this because, well, I'm not, they do it better and I won't look good and blah, 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 blah. Now, have you done it?
Right.
Nada.
That's
you
like when the
haven't done
second
anything.
chakra's shut down. It's like that's when you turn to avoidance. and
Exactly.
Things like that.
Talk a little bit more about that. We girls, I'm going to just lean back a little bit because last week, now the girls came and I'm girls and boys. I love you all. You're all beautiful beings, whatever you want to be called, sentient love lights. But they both had some little interesting story. Maybe Joan, you'd like to lead. I mean, the show's about our health, right?
Oh, I know it. Oh, you mean, well, even
We
if you want to step up.
activated the first chakra with the last
Yeah, we did.
show.
Yes,
Okay.
we did.
Okay, and I told them ground, 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 ground,
Right.
ground, ground, and then what happened?
And then
we
we both
we both got sick.
got sick in the second chakra, got infections.
Yeah, and then the weird thing was yesterday I was very dizzy, too dizzy to actually go to work, and I stayed home. And actually, it was actually kind of nice because Kathleen and I just had this very lovely day where we just hung out, relaxed, listened to some music, and just gave myself the chance to heal. I didn't push anything. Like I said, we just relaxed and just took care of ourselves.
Do you feel strong enough, ladies, to do a little hip swirl?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's get up and do one. We have a few minutes left, and we'll still have a little time for our posturing. So, I don't have any music here.
Yeah.
But when I was a little girl, there used to be a little song, the Hokey Pokey.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
remember that.
Basically, in activating your sacrum and your chalice, always know that your feet have to be totally grounded. Mm-hmm. Anything that you're going to do, honestly, if you don't feel stable standing, grab a chair. You don't have to prove anything to anybody, see? And you let go of some of the old programming belief systems that shut you down. You don't want to open up so much, and you don't want to be shut down. So finding that Goldilocks zone of balance, it's a sweet spot. So all you want to be doing is very gently doing some swirls, and your feet are always flat on the floor. So you're never
Yeah, you don't want to lock in too much.
You're never,
fluid,
you're
like
just
water.
gonna go
Just kind of roll them.
It's not about banging your body around. It's about realizing we're dealing with water.
Right.
So you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, right? That's what it's all about, right? You got a limited time here on planet Earth. You want to take care of yourself. There's a lot of factors that we're dealing with on this planet that are outside of our control in a certain extent.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Like that energy from the moon that you were talking about was all about fire energy. And so there was a lot of change and like burning away that which we need to release.
Mm-hmm. Fire energy and burning away releases, but you don't want to crash and burn.
No.
So water is a way to keep fluid and keep hydrated. The brain loves it. Remember I talked about the critters and the cosmic dust. Now I do work with the telescope show, and there's a lot of information that's been coming out that's been hidden for the past 50 years. And I've said, if you think one thing's hidden and another's not, I have a bridge if you're interested. It's a beautiful bridge. I'll sell it to you.
I want that bridge.
See, so take claim, ownership. It's a new world. There's a lot happening.
Energy or like information's being downloaded a lot more quickly now.
Well, the
too.
cosmic dust.
Yeah.
Let's stand. I'm going to have Bree just do a quick
Just gonna move this here.
posturing through.
Okay, so last week we were in tree pose. We'll start in mountain, rooting down through both feet, grounding down, shoulders down and back, palms are wide, and then taking an inhale, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep overhead, and then exhale, let's lower our hands to heart center again. And what we're gonna do is take our heel, our right heel, and bring it to the inside of our left shin while keeping our right foot on the ground still. So you want to feel grounded. So you're going to be getting some stretch in your fascia tissue. But imagine that left foot is really rooted, really grounded. And so that's just the beginning of tree pose. And then if you want to come in from here, we could step out into, maybe just to be safe, let's bring this right foot down first. And then we'll step out about one leg's length or so, coming into goddess pose. So this is the second chakra. So we just did the first chakra in tree pose, and second chakra, they are opening the hips. So we have our knees are stacked over our ankles pretty much, or whatever feels good for you. If you want to stay up here, engage your quadricep muscles. If you want to come a bit lower, arms come out, strong arms, shoulders down and back, wide palms, and you're a goddess here. Imagine you're pressing your pelvis forward, you're tucking your tailbone in, and inhale, lifting up, rising, and then exhale, enjoying that breath and really enjoying that moment of the space between your thoughts. And then from here, we can shuffle your feet back in and
Half moon.
back
Remember?
down.
Let's do a half moon.
Oh, half
Let's do a half moon. I'll do a half moon. We'll do a half moon.
Okay,
Let's do a half
all right.
moon.
I'm with it.
So that's beautiful. That is a beautiful. I love to watch Brianna do her yoga. Isn't she lovely?
Thank you.
She's so fluid and beautiful to watch.
Thank you.
So the half moon, again, we always want to, when we're breathing, inhaling is great for lifting up, and exhaling is great to understand that your feet are going flat down. Inhaling up, exhaling, pressing your feet flat into the floor, flat, 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 hard. And inhale and extend, and exhale and press those feet down. So we're getting a real nice extension here. Inhale up, and then exhale to your right with your half moon.
Oh, that.
There you go. Now here we've got a nice curvature. It's not collapsing, but lifting up. That's this core. It takes energy, and extend through the fingers. And then inhale and stretch, and then exhale, pull up. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, put the feet down, and then go over to the left. Do we look cute together? I hope you're doing this with us. Inhale up, and then exhale, arms together in prayer position. Namaste, Jai Bhagwan, honoring the light within yourself. Those are very quick little postures.
But they
Grounded
do
tree.
wonders.
Grounded tree. Out to goddess. Up. There you go, see? So that's
You can do those sitting too.
that's exactly right. And you can do this in a chair. You can do it on a, again, I really want to make sure you're aware of not collapsing.
Right. Okay.
So the left and the sides, you're pulling up, and you're stretching, and you're pressing that hip into the chair because your feet are on the floor. And then inhale up. And it really is about incorporating the breath. It's not just moving the body, but it's making sure that your inhale and your exhales are done in unison.
I think we said it last week, like on your inhale, you're filling up your diaphragm like a balloon. And then on your exhale, you're gonna draw your belly button towards your spine as you empty the breath out.
You know, this is just a great exercise for your insides and for your brain, is just 3-part breath. I've shared it a million and a zillion times, and I'm never tired of sharing it, ever. I don't care where you are, if it's in a traffic jam, if it's in the office, if somebody's just triggered you. And now you're feeling like, I'm gonna explode. First of all, when I say, roll the tongue 7 times in the mouth. 7 times.
Keeps you from saying something you shouldn't.
Okay, because we have a knee-jerk. It's about emotional intelligence, and if we're triggered and we don't have that part in balance, so it can start at the base. So for example, chakra 1 is out of balance because you don't have a sense of home. And remember, I said, home is not necessarily what we define. Family is so redefined in our world. Home is anywhere your heart is. okay? So if you don't have a place for your heart to put and call home, your base chakra, your foundation
Is out of whack.
I don't know anyone who can build a house and expect the roof to stand if your foundation is collapsing.
Got to have a good foundation, got to have a good frame.
Right, exactly. And then again, I want to re-emphasize, you know, we're globally here, we're all connected beyond planet Earth to the stars and the galaxies. We know that this is going on, right? And if we imagine ourselves again like a caterpillar, we're transforming. Everybody that I know is in a transformative process right now. Tell me one person that you don't know don't.
I know there's not. There's not.
So, but everybody's transforming.
I can think
but
of a
we're
couple
not.
people that are stuck,
but
we
if
won't
you
know.
The
know
butterfly
somebody,
right behind you. It's funny that you said
No.
the caterpillar and then there's the butterfly
there's
right
the
behind you.
butterflies right there, yeah.
But we are transforming constantly, yeah.
yeah, there's always an opportunity to recreate and recreate our lives. So we're coming to the close of this show. I hope that we gave you a little bit of a few tidbits from making sure, yeah. I know 5 minutes is still a lot of time, but I like to let the viewers know we're coming towards the end of the show. I'm going to say it again, because what happens is
You knew you were going to
that-
miss us so much, that's why.
But
because
we'll
I
be
want to
back.
review what I'm doing for the next show. So we've done the first chakra and the second chakra, and I hope that we didn't give you too much to work with, because it was just basically a few simple postures, and it's available, you know, on the video on demand with Nutmeg TV. So once this comes up and it's out, it's not something that you're limited to just on the TV show, but you can actually go to the Nutmeg TV YouTube channel on demand, and you'll see a plethora. I mean, we have, I don't want to start bragging, but I think Nutmeg TV has great programs. And it's a lot of programs for all different people. And you'll find something that you like on Nutmeg TV. I hope that you
Yeah, I mean, it's
like
a
this show.
manifested dream to be on it right now. So it's like, what, is this real?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But, you know,
So thank you, Kathleen.
yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. And I really want to encourage you to love yourself. And don't look at it as a narcissistic element. Loving yourself and having self-love is not narcissism. Loving yourself and having self-love, because if you can't love yourself, your body is your temple, your body is your home. You already blew your first chakra out of the water. And if you think that when you look at yourself and you talk to yourself and you say things that are negative to yourself, and your cells and your cellular memory doesn't hear you, again, I have a bridge, because the body is alive. We have cellular memory. We have programmed belief systems that can be evolved and changed around. So it's a whole new ballpark, and it's a lot of fun. I hope you have a good time. I thank everybody for being here. Is there anything we'd like to close with as our last word? Do you have one word for the show? We have 2 minutes. One word, one word. Speak it out.
Go.
Sparkling emotions. That's 2 words.
Sparkling emotions, chakra 2. Okay, that sounds champagne-ish to me.
Yes, it does. Oh, gosh. Again, we're using balance, and we're using creativity.
You're talking creativity. So co-create a sparkling, what?
Sparkling emotions. So like your
Sparkling
emotions feel all
emotions.
good and yummy
We
inside.
love you. Blessings. And, you know, you can contact us. I'm on the Under Thunder Mountain Gmail. We've got Moondance Huskies at AOL, and Bree is.
You can find me best at Instagram at Breezy, so B-R-I-Z-E-E. Wait,
Breezy.
Breezy Yogi.
Breezy Yogi, and that's cool. So I'm glad about that. And again, just remember, self-talk matters. So if you haven't been practicing any positive affirmations, go ahead and take that time to wake up in the morning when you put your feet on the floor and say, I'm infinite light, I'm infinite love, I'm infinite peace, and so I am. Blessings, and I guess we're signing out from your best you. You got it. Bye-bye.